All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the channel. I Heart Aries. My name is Chelsea, and this is the channel where we do all Aries readings. And today we're going to take a look here at the energy of the week ahead. It is a very powerful week, a very transformational week. It could be lucky in some spots and tension brewing in some others. We have a full moon in Sagittarius. Jupiter enters into Cancer. So this is going to be a week where we are going to feel the shift. We're going to feel the shift. And I definitely think that the moon is in Scorpio at the moment. So it could also be stirring up some emotional things that you may have to really dig deep or see clearly. Something may be coming up that you need to see. So, major planetary shifts and house activations for Aries Sun. We have Jupiter enters Cancer, okay? It could be fourth house activation, emotional grounding, home, and family become a focus. And we talked about this already. As Jupiter, your natural benefactor, moves into your domestic sector, enhancing security and nurturing energy. Expect good fortune in real estate, home improvement, and family harmony. This is a powerful time for long-term investments and stable foundations. A lot of healing can be done in the household if this is utilizing, even if it's just as simply as being a more present parent. Doesn't have to mean anybody's getting pregnant or fat. It could just be somebody getting added into the home, additions being added, but the house is feeling blessed. Amplify that. Set your intention for that. Sagittarius full moon is on June 11th in the ninth house. This is the strawberry full moon. Illuminates your ninth house, inspiring traveling, edge expansion, and spiritual or philosophical breakthroughs. Bold ideas, honesty, and inner truths surface. Consider a solo journey, taking a leap, or speaking your soul's truth. Transformational. Jupiter and Saturn square on June 15th. That is Father's Day. Inner tension. The tension between Saturn, it's Father's Day in America. The tension between Saturn in your first house and Jupiter in the fourth highlights a conflict between personal ambitions and home duties. You may feel pulled between nurturing your roots and asserting independence. Finding balance and asserting boundaries kindly becomes essential. Okay, so the weekly themes for Aries are going to be 1, emotional and domestic focus. Okay, home is your sanctuary. A renovation, move, or a deeper emotional reset is strongly favored. 2, inner truth and adventure. After the full moon, your voice and your vision matter. You may feel called to travel, study, speak your mind, or pivot toward a new spiritual or learning path. Number 3, balancing me versus we. That's a big one. Midweek brings a tug of war. Your growth needs versus responsibilities to loved ones. It's a reminder to tend to both with clarity and grace. Number 4, career and projects. Mars and Leo powering your fifth house boosts creativity, spark, great for revamping, branding, launching projects, romance, or self-expression. Professional credibility gains recognition as your consistent effort quietly pays off. And number 5, health and stress management. Okay, the Scorpio moon, which is current right now, early in this week, may trigger emotional stress, digestive sensitivity, and tension. Bring in restorative practices, meditation, walking, balanced routine. It eases the emotional and physical weight. Okay, so I hope that is some insights. I have posted that in the community tab so you can look at that again. All right. It's always good to take a look at your first house and to see where all of that will fall for you. So Aries, let's get into it. Holy Spirit, Spirit guides and angels, please allow me to deliver a clear message here for the Aries collective. The overall energy for the week ahead, the first card we have from the Wisdom of the Oracle is Never Ending Story, number 37, which reduces to 10. So maybe something is coming to completion. The next card that we have from the Angels and Ancestors Oracle is a snake, Shed the Old Skin. I thought this was so profound because I am very, very obviously deeply spiritual. I have a lot of retrograde planets, so I feel that makes me go deep with everything. And everything is a sign to me, everything. So when you live like that, you really pick up on so much. And yesterday, me and my son were walking the dogs. And we walked over a snake. I didn't see it. I ran, I hauled ass. Okay. But it was interesting because as we were walking through the grass, he was a little bit behind me and he said, snake. And I just didn't even look back. Poor child. I ran, but immediately, since like once I got to the other side of the sidewalk, like I was like, "Are you okay?" He's like, "Yeah, fine." It was just a little tiny snake, but I immediately started thinking like, "That's a sign." I knew it was a sign because I've been feeling so much of a transformational energy. I feel like I am going through a dark night of the soul right now. And I'm like, come on, spirit guides, another one. We'll talk about them on the live, but that's what I feel like. And so when I saw that snake, I was like, that is a message. That's a message. I knew this was going to come up for Aries. And then here it is today in the cards for the week ahead. So snake, shed your old skin, shed it. And I thought it was very symbolic that it was kind of behind me. I look at all of that. I didn't see it. My son saw it and he saw it when it was behind me. So I feel that whatever the transition is here for this week ahead for you, Aries, it is very, I'll make sure there's the commercial. It could very well be that the transition or the shedding the old skin has already started, since I saw a snake behind me for you. You've already got an idea or an inkling that something needs to be let go of, and you've already let it go, maybe, possibly. And you're working through whatever this is bringing to you. Challenges, grief, clarity, truth. Okay. Clarity, truth, whatever this is that you may have to work through because of the shedding of the whole skin. We just think that, oh, the old thing is gone and now, everything is fine. No, there's still a lot of things that we have to go through that. Okay. The tarot card for the week ahead I got is the 9 of Pentacles. So the 9 of Pentacles points to luxury, abundance, tending to your own garden, your self-care, your own health, spiritual health, physical health, your wellness, and enjoying life, enjoying the fruits of your labor, and also growing and expanding in finances as well. But something that pointed out to me as well with this 9 of Pentacles is solitude, independence. Okay. And sometimes that requires you to separate yourself from something or people or certain situations. Okay. So that is something that is coming out this week. All right. Also, from the Moonology, since we have a full moon in Sagittarius, I pulled from the Moonology and I pulled from this one, the Moonology Messages Oracle. We have Moonlit and it says, embrace uncertainty. Embrace the uncertainty. And very much so, I feel like that is a major theme this week. So let's take a look at Never Ending Story. What is this about for Aries? It did come out upright. Self-criticism, the wounded ego, unnecessary dramas. Okay. Unnecessary dramas. There is a story woven through the imperfect fabric of life that tells of hurt and loss, rejection and humiliation, self-loathing and arrogance, and all manner of suffering born of unnecessary dramas. It is the old story whose refrain is that you cannot do this, must not go there, should not say that, lest your world come crumbling down. Today, know that none of this is actually true. The sky is not falling. The voice you hear is just a small, scared, conditioned part of you that got stuck in a lie, wants to protect you and needs to be seen as a victim. Love that lost piece of you. Fear is all it knows. Distorted guidance is preventing you from being true to yourself. You are not your story, and the narrator is simply the voice of your fearful part, small and vulnerable and easily soothed. Okay? The relationship message here says sometimes your heart enters into a contract with another that results in pain, not because of abuse or neglect, but for other more complex reasons. Shame, fear, or intimacy and low self-esteem are the greatest challenges to the success of a relationship. Consider how valuable this knowledge is. However, right now you have an opportunity for important healing, but you must reflect on the stories you weave about love, connection, abandonment, rejection, and loneliness. Not only do you need to begin a new story, you need to forgive yourself for telling yourself the old ones. Have compassion for the part of you that believes all those narratives. None of them were ever true anyway. And your prosperity message says, fear, envy, procrastination, greed, and the perception of victimhood could all be active in your life at this moment. Are you comparing yourself with others, thinking their success should be yours? Maybe you're afraid of all the good that is coming your way. So You step out of your lane, totally aware of what you're doing, but seemingly powerless to stop yourself. Are you back where you started or in a situation that reminds you of past failures, financial insecurities, or scaring you? Insecurities are scaring you. You must learn to love yourself through mishaps and sabotaging moments. Use criticism constructively right now. Better yet, stop telling this story altogether. Make a new one for yourself. Okay? All right, Aries. So shedding old skin, and I feel like this old skin has to do with whatever story you've been telling yourself. And it's not a make-believe story. It's not like, oh, you're just, in this woe is me type of energy. Everybody hates me. Everybody is against me. Whatever the story is been validated by facts, right? Things that you have experienced or your own feelings and emotions, right? So honor that space where you say, I have been repeating the same story over and over again, but then also honor the part that maybe, just maybe, right? That you have been also influencing the same, how do you say this? It's the same story as well as in the way that you attract certain energies that will repeat this story. Okay. I'm not saying it's all your fault, and I'm not saying it's all whoever's fault, but there is something inside of you that it was reflecting this same energy back, and it's only reflecting it back to you in order for you to learn and grow and heal. It's not a punishment. It's not a curse. It's not that you have to be in this same circumstance over and over again because of something you did. It is not that. This is something here where you have to recognize how to love yourself in a different way, or love yourself at all, right? So you can stop attracting these same type of situations or people, and you can grow and flow through them. You can shed this skin, and then you can expand. What happens when a snake sheds the skin? It gets bigger. So this is all about your ascension. This is all about you rising. This is all about you expanding and really taking care of yourself. Because the Nine of Pentacles is all about that in the material world, taking care of you, enjoying this life that you have to live, not constantly going through difficult situations that make you feel small, inadequate, or poor. Okay. Not always going through those things. Now, the moonlit energy does speak to a situation around you that you cannot see at the moment. So if you are feeling like there are hidden motives, there are hidden energies, there are secrets, there are things that are around you that are not being spoken to you or told to you, you're probably right. But your job is not to, jump the broom, jump the hurdle, jump to conclusions, immediately, because that is going to wreak havoc on your nervous system. Your mind is going to go wild. You're an Aries, okay? You're going to jump the gun, and you might even pull the trigger, okay? So be careful with allowing your mind to ramble aimlessly. Ground yourself through journaling or meditation practices, talking this out, talking with someone. But whatever you do, ground yourself, okay? Because we have a tendency to jump at any situation that seems like a threat, and it's the end of the world. We need guidance. We need this. We need that immediately. Sit with yourself, ground with yourself. And I promise you, if you start asking the questions, Spirit, God, whoever you say, show me what I need to see. Show me what I feel, right? Sometimes we feel something so deeply that is going on behind our backs or around us, but we don't have any proof. And in those moments, that could be extremely frustrating. So ask the divine to reveal to you what you need to see, what you can't see, what is not illuminated. This card tells you that even though it's not illuminated at the moment, it is about to be, okay? So ground yourself in the moment where it is still unilluminated, because even in that moment, you are learning something, you are growing, you are teaching yourself something on how to operate and care for your nervous system, okay? I saw at the bottom of this deck, it said, cut your losses. So right now you're at embrace uncertainty, but there might be something coming up that will be exposed where you have to cut your losses from it. It's not just yet. And even at the bottom of the tarot deck is the Seven of Swords. So that is deception, dishonesty. So I want to say this. If you're feeling something in your energy around you, maybe that you're not seeing something completely, but you're feeling it, validate that, okay? Don't call yourself crazy. Don't call yourself, oh my gosh, validate that, because you just might be right, all right? So let's take a look here Aries, and see what is, let's pull from the moon, the soul's journey first. Let's pull 3 cards for the energy for the week ahead for Aries, because it is going to feel like a very busy week energetically, up and down, highs and lows. So let's take a look here. Show us the energy for the week ahead for Aries, what they will be dealing with. Beautiful. That's for sure. Jupiter in Cancer, abundance. Abundance. That's a beautiful energy there. I am a limitless being and I can manifest whatever I desire in this physical reality. This is a great card for the Patreon community. We are manifesting. The manifestation challenge started today. So if you are interested in that, you still have time to tune in because it is just day 1. Also, all of the readings that are, the mini readings are going out today as well. They'll probably be going out while you're watching this. Okay. So let's take a look here. This is for Aries. The energy for the week ahead. Wow, beautiful. Success. I know that there is no greater goal than to love. And also that love goes inwardly as well, to love yourself. Anything else for Aries for this week ahead? We have judgment. Dum, 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 dum. I understand that everyone has their own unique path and challenges. I feel like I thought this was going to be the tarot card that came out for the week ahead because I felt that very strongly. The judgment card. Maybe you're making decisions in your life. Maybe you're cutting certain things out in your life. Maybe things are coming up that you are requiring you to make a decision. Or maybe there is judgment that is being cast on you. Okay, maybe people are making judgment and assessments on you. All right, so let's take a look here. You have abundance, success, and judgment. What is the energy coming up here for Aries for the week ahead? We're going to pull 5 cards from the Kipper. See what are the energies Aries will be dealing with. You have official person, number 22. 22. What is this? You have the house, the home. We talked about that in the opening. Okay, there's going to be a lot of focus around home, real estate, expansion, renovation, home life, family life. Okay. What was that I wanted to flip out? Unexpected income. Okay, we've seen abundance, number 27. Anything else? 2 cards. We have adjudication, decisions, legal actions, or again, judgment. The judgment came out. And journey, number 10. Okay, this could be the end of a cycle, the end of a journey, the end of a situation. And I'm seeing coffin at the bottom of the deck. So definitely a transformational period here is coming up this week. So let's take a look here for Aries, Sun, Moon, Venus, and Rising. Show us this energy with this Kipper and the soul's lesson journey, the soul's, what is it? The soul's journey lesson oracle cards. Show us the energy for the week ahead for Aries. I'll pull 4 cards. The main themes, any challenges, advice from spirit, and the outcome of the energy for this week ahead. Thank you so much. So what do we have here for Aries for the week ahead? Oh, Cancer. Strong energy in Cancer. Jupiter enters into the sign of Cancer. First card, Chariot. All about success, all about forward movement, all about getting over difficult situations and coming out on top. But most importantly, what I'm feeling with this Aries is movement. Going forward is going to be your friend right now, okay? So you could be leaving something behind, leaving a group, a person, a situation, an idea, a mindset, a habit, whatever it is, you're moving forward and you're stepping into something new this week. And it's going to be very transformational. Remember, during this period, when Jupiter moves into Cancer, it's going to be here for the next year. Whatever you focus your attention on around abundance is going to bless your life. It's going to expand. So I would suggest you set an intention, right? Don't just be like, oh, whatever, let's see whatever comes. Set an intention, right? Because it might just be you eating good, right? But what comes with eating good, you know, weight, right? So set an intention for what? Maybe it's expanding your friend groups. Maybe it's expanding your physique. You're getting more toned. You're getting more muscle. You're getting more, you know, maybe it is your career that you're expanding. But set an intention. I'm seeing the Lovers at the bottom of the deck. Could be around relationships. Tell us any challenges Aries may be experiencing this week that they need to take a look at. Thank you. Advice from Spirit. Thank you. All right. So Aries, this energy that you have here for the week ahead, we have the Chariot as the theme of the week, okay? Cancer energy, moving forward, transitioning, powerful moves that are going to lead to success, all right? The challenge here is the Page of Cups, okay? Page of Cups seem to be emotional messages. I always equate this one and the Page of Wands as a friend. So it could be a friend, it could be a new lover, it could be somebody that you have some sort of fond likeness to or emotional connection. But it is messengers. The pages and the cups are messengers, okay? Children also as well, childlike energy. But messengers, this message is bringing an emotional message. But something is pointing to the fish to me right now intuitively. So it could be a situation where somebody is saying something that triggers something emotionally, but there is some inauthenticity to it. And you know, Aries is not like that, okay? There is some level of fakeness. Maybe it's somebody you feel like you can trust, that you love, or as a friend. There's something there about making sure that you check in with your own intuition when you receive certain messages this week, okay? Emotional ones, things to do with sensitivity, emotion. Now, the Page of Cups can also be intuitive messages and guidance. The challenge may be that you're not listening to something. You're not listening to a message that you're receiving or feeling deep in your soul. You need to listen, all right? The advice from Spirit is Death card. So something has to end this week. Something is transitioning, something you're leaving, something you're moving away from something, or it is just has to be cut out, okay? The Death card talks about transformation. I always think the Death card is very beautiful because it is not to punish. When the Death card shows up, it's saying, hey, we got something better for you. So we need you to let this go so we can give you something better. And hopefully you do that so it doesn't turn into a tower. The tower comes after this card because a lot of times people don't let go of what is being asked of them to let go of. And then that's when you get the tower moment. So then the Death card is here. It's saying, hey, we got something better for you. So let's get it moving. Let's pack it up. Let's go. All right. Let's go ahead and end this chapter. And so you're being supported with that Scorpio energy in the beginning of the week and Cancer energy in the middle of the week, right? You're being supported with that. So advice from Spirit is saying to let it go. And the outcome for the week and the energy is the Six of Wands. This is all about victory, success, and public recognition. Something is growing for you. Something is glowing for you. It is a type of glow up energy. And remember, the glow up energy comes from the inside out. Okay. Not the other way around. It comes from the inside out. So when you remove that emotional baggage and gunk and junk in the inside of you, you have more of a glow on the outside, and people can see that, feel that, and it could be touching something in your different houses, your career, your family, things like that. This is about travel and forward movement here with this energy for the week ahead. So this is beautiful, beautiful. And again, you could be taking a solo trip. You could be, going on a spiritual retreat, a spiritual journey that's going to help you make these certain transitions here. Okay. So let's take a look here. Let's see what we have here. Any messages from the messages of the Cosmic Oracle? This is for Aries for the week ahead. What do we have here for Aries for the week ahead? Messages from the Cosmic. What does this Aries collective need to see? Ooh, that came out quick. Give yourself some credit for doing a good job at this whole living thing. Give yourself some credit. Oh, that card flew out. Let's see here. Remember that you can't change anyone but yourself. Remember that you can't change anyone but yourself. Ooh, that's a biggie. All right. This one wanted to come out too. Stop pushing against what is. Align with it and move on. Ooh, that's another big one, Aries. Sometimes we try to, not embrace what is happening because it could be uncomfortable, but just go with it. Like if something has to leave your life or cut out, you just go with it because there could be something better coming in. And you also have stop looking outside yourself for the answers. You already know them. All right, boom. All right, let's take a look here. This is for Aries. Sun, Moon, Venus, and Rising. Let's take a look at your financial situation and your abundance. Let me son went off to summer camp, so I will be doing a lot of readings today because I'm getting all the readings out for the week ahead so I can relax, take a break. Yeah, I'll do a lot of readings today, and tomorrow will be a lot of rest and healing and spiritual work. If you have joined the Patreon, I'm not sure if people saw the notice that went out, but I will be doing the tarot class this week, okay? So if you are interested in getting a free reading, you can submit anonymously. You can email me at ariessoulguidance222@gmail.com. This is only for the people who are in the Patreon group and the tier for the tarot teaching, all right? All right, so let's take a look here. This is for Aries, Sun, Moon, Venus, and Rising. Anything Aries needs to see here for the week ahead. So you have creative expression. Your soul longs to express itself creatively. Now, the Page of Cups that came out in that challenge position could also be that as well. I didn't mention that. But if there's some sort of creative flow that is blocked, it coming up in the challenge, you may need to tap into this, all right? However you choose to creatively express yourself, that may be something that you need to tap into this week to help you release some sort of emotions and have something move through your body. And look at that, at the bottom of the deck is energy healing. So your natural energy healing abilities are an important part of your life purpose. Oh, tongue died. All right, let's pull one abundance oracle for Aries for the week ahead. All right. So we have words of abundance. You have the ability to instantly manifest abundance by choosing powerfully positive words. Always describe your own and the world's economic situation in loving and optimistic terms. And that is what you attract for yourself and others, okay? Speaking positively about your financial situation will bring positive energy to it. I promise you it will. Okay. That's why I used to tell people, stop saying the word BROKE. I have said it the most that I've ever said it this year, but I remember when I first started my journey, I never said it. I will find any other way to say that word. But I'm telling you, especially not in reference to yourself, not as a joke. It ain't nothing funny about being all right. BROKE. I could have rhymed right there, but I'm not saying it. Okay. Ain't nothing funny about it. Ain't nothing funny about it. We watched that movie Straw this weekend, me and my friend, and talk about triggered. She was crying. I was upset. I was angry. I said it was like a horror movie for a single mom. I mean, and really anybody going through life, but that's what it looks like. Things can change at a drop of a dime. But one of the realest lines I think was said was that it is so expensive to be poor. And that ain't something you want to claim, right? Why would you want to speak that over yourself, right? And people think, well, there's more to it than that, Chelsea. Well, go ahead. Show me, right? Keep on keeping on and show me, show yourself, right? But I promise you it starts there. It starts there. All right. This is for Aries. You got determination. Look at that. Consistency is the key to achieving your goals. Keep doing what works well for you. Don't quit when you're tired. Quit when you're done. Boom. Anything else here for Aries? Pull one more. Talent. And it says, you have an exceptional talent in art that needs to be discovered or expanded. It's time to make a fortune in your creativity. Look at that. Creative expression. Something may come from your creative expression. You may not have to be an expert or anything. It's just asking you to express yourself creatively, and putting something out there. Let's take a look here at Aries finances for the week ahead. What is happening here for Aries financial situation? Ooh, beautiful. There's some sort of glow up or abundance here happening. You have unexpected income, you have success, and you have abundance. Something happening here, Aries. You got the sun. That's one of the most positive cards in the deck. So when the sun comes out, the sun is coming to shine on your situation. And in this case, your financial situation. The star is at the bottom of the deck, which is one of the next most positive cards in the deck because it represents hope, optimism, faith, joy, and a turnaround in a difficult situation, particularly after a tower moment. So tell me more. The challenges here this week that Aries may be experiencing. I'm hearing the word receive, and then look what came out, the 10 of Cups. Getting in the receptive mode may be difficult for some of you because you're coming from a place of lack and struggle. But for the 10 of Cups to be a challenge in your financial situation, the only thing that I can only imagine here is that maybe something may come up with family, that you may have to output money with family or relationship. But other than that, I feel like the word receive, or being in receptive mode of good things, could be difficult for some people. But guess what? If you don't know how to receive it, you'll lose it quick. Okay, so make sure that you work on that. Advice from Spirit here for Aries and their finances. Look at that, 6 of Pentacles, receptivity. That's what it is, receptivity, okay? It also could be paying off debts, paying things back, especially if you're getting some sort of generosity. Something that I heard this morning when I was listening about the transit in Jupiter, right? The Jupiter in Cancer transit, and I was listening to Cancer Rising. So some of you are Cancer Rising, I'm a Cancer Rising. The most important thing for anybody with Cancer placements with this transit is going to be good. For anybody who has any strong Cancer placements, it will be good. And for me, it's in my first house. So that's me, everything about me. Okay. Everything about me, my identity, my person, my body. Okay. So I'm gonna have to watch what I eat, and ain't no pregnancies coming from over here. So I don't even have to say that, but that can really be about my body, my physical, because it's in my first house. But something that applies to not just for me, but for everybody, where Jupiter touches in Cancer, you have to make sure you're going to receive blessings, but you also have to make sure that you are giving blessings as well to keep that abundance flowing. That is that 6 of Pentacles energy, okay? It doesn't always have to be in money. Just because you're getting money, you're giving somebody money. But if you feel called to do it, do it. It could be your time. It could be volunteering. It could be giving somebody some extra time and attention, right? Going to visit your family, doing something that gives and blesses somebody else's life while Jupiter is blessing your life is going to be the most phenomenal thing you can do for yourself. Okay. Don't be selfish. You get money and hide it under the mattress, right? Give, because that's how it's going to keep the flow in your life going, right? A lot of people, that's that 4 of Pentacles energy. I'm surprised it's not here, but the 4 of Cups energy is like you get money and they're like, oh my God, I'm putting this away for a rainy day and nobody could touch this and da-da-da. No, don't get me wrong. We all need a rainy day savings, but don't be like, so it's just me, because those are usually the people who drop dead tomorrow. And then what? Your money's sitting in your bank and it's going to get divided anyway. Go live your life, bless your children, bless your people around you who have blessed you or helped you in ways, right? And keep that flow continuous. Keep it flowing continuous. It's a cycle. All right. And then we have the 6 of Cups here. 6 of Cups in the reverse. Exactly what I'm talking about. So make sure that there's some sort of receptivity. Now, the 6 of Cups in reverse in this energy here could be nostalgia. Thinking about something in the past in a negative way. Okay. You're getting all this financial blessings in this income and you're thinking about the past of how you lost it, or you're thinking about the past of how something didn't work out, or you're thinking about the past, how somebody betrayed you. 6 of Cups in reverse can be memories from the past, but not good ones. Something also that could be very good through this transit is inner child work. So that could be this as well. 6 of Cups in reverse, inner child healing. The things that you picked up from childhood that have you the way that you are right now. Focus on that if you need some inner child work done, and I would promise you, you will grow and you will heal leaps and bounds. This is a good time to work on that as well. So you can expand. 3 of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck is all about expansion. At the bottom of the deck right here, you have release resentments about money. So that definitely could be the 6 of Cups in reverse. All right. So Aries, this is looking really good this week so far, but you have to embrace it and you also have to do the work. You don't just sit around and just wait for like, oh my God, it's good. No, do the work. Do the work. Let's take a look here at love. I remember somebody last week was like, oh my God, the person on their mind readings are always so hard and they could always be so negative. And well, guess what? When I ask Spirit to give the message for the person who needs it the most, it's probably going to be the person who needs a wake-up call, who needs to get out of a situation that is toxic, you know what I'm saying? Understand that, right? It's not always going to be like, hey, you're in a good thing. I mean, it might be, but most times this is somebody who is dealing with someone already. Okay. So we'll see that. And also I didn't forget, somebody keeps saying singles reading. We'll see what's coming up for singles, right? It's either love or it's not, or it's work or more money. So let's take a look at that today, because I'm posting a lot of readings today. All right. So let's take a look here for Aries. A lot of them will go on the Patreon first, but let's take a look here. This is for Aries, Sun, Moon, Venus, and Rising. Let's see here. This is for the person on your mind. Look at that. See, breakup, walking away, ending, separation, mystery, unknown, enigma, illusion, confusion. We got ghosted and party. I almost feel like the person said, I almost feel like I'm looking at the same cards, exact same cards from last week. Like literally almost like the same last card, secret crush. Now this might be a little bit of different energy. So you got breakup, you got mystery, okay, unknown, enigma, illusion, confusing. We got ghosted, disappear, silence, ignored, rejected. You got party, celebration, event, public, social gathering. And you got secret crush. You could meet somebody new in a party, or this could have been somebody that you met in a party. This could be a partier, somebody who is trying to party the pain away is what I'm hearing. Tell me about secret crush. Signs and synchronicities. So you may have a crush on someone, or someone may have a crush on you, and someone is getting some sort of signs about it. This could be a new thing, because we got fated meeting, meant to be, predetermined encounter. Some of you, I'm hearing, let that person go. If somebody did ghost you, let that person go, because you may be coming into contact with somebody new soon. Okay? Because you got this fated meeting energy here. I'm seeing 222, 8B, and the initials HM. So that's what it says over here. Admirer, attraction, suitor, butterfly. Something could be coming up here this week. Let's see here. What's happening with the person on Aries' mind? What's the energy around them this week? This fell right on top of partying. The devil. Capricorn energy here. Yeah, they could be a Capricorn. They could be an earth sign. Ace of Cups here. There's something here, Aries, about control, codependency, toxic energy, energetic cords that need to be cut. Matter of fact, there's a full moon this week, so if you have to do a cord cutting ritual, this is a perfect time to do it. That something needs to be cut away because something is unhealthy. The strings of attachment needs to be released with this devil energy. The devil could also represent addictions as well, partying too, unhealthy habits. What's the challenge here with the person on Aries' mind? And then what's the challenge here? The Star card and the Strength card, they're both in reverse. Two major arcanas. Someone feels hopeless, losing hope. The Strength card in reverse is giving the energy of somebody letting down their boundaries. Leo energy, Aquarius energy, and Capricorn energy. The Strength, what the helly? Turn this music down. Okay. Be pissing my kid off saying that. What the helly? The Strength in reverse and the Star card in reverse, Aries. Do y'all hear Bruno? I just saw 38 on the clock. Bruno is snoring like he had a full-time job. I don't know why I heard loose lips. I don't know why I heard that. That could be gossip though. Okay, get your mind out the gutter. That could be gossip. So, tell me more about that with the Strength card and the Star in reverse and the challenge. Yeah, 7 of Wands here. 7 of Wands, standing ground, defensive. Oof, not letting someone in. So I'm getting this energy here, and this could be for some, whatever. Somebody's like gossiping, saying something because they feel like a situation is completely over and dead. It may not be, but they're about to cement it into reality that it is over with. Also, there's another message here about somebody needing to stand their ground. Like, it gets better. Like, if you had to break away from someone in a toxic situation, the devil card can say that there's still an energetic cord and you might end up right back with this person just because there's some sort of unhealthy codependent attachment. The Seven of Wands, the Star card, and the Strength card is giving someone feels like they're not going to find any better. Someone is not willing to work on their healing or the separation, and it may be very difficult, especially if somebody comes back around wanting to tempt you, especially after they ghosted you. All right, stand your ground, toughen up. All right, so the advice from Spirit here, let's see, is the King of Wands. This is all about your energy, Aries, feeling confident, passionate, looking towards the future, going after what you want, maybe getting back out there, right, in the game, okay? The King of Wands could be very high sexual energy, Leo energy, and attention seeking, but it's not. That's more so in the shadow side. I don't want to say negative, and more in the shadow self. This is more about having the confidence that you can get back out there and have fun and do well and just have fun. This party energy, right? And having a focus and intention about what you want in your love life is going to be also very important as well. Being very attractive. Advice. I wasn't even supposed to do advice again, but I did. And look, Two of Cups. This is why. This is why you're getting your confidence back. There is something new. I do feel like there's somebody already has their eye on you or is about to. You're about to run into somebody at a party or an event, a gathering, a social gathering. It doesn't have to be a party. And there's going to be somebody who has their eye on you. You could be just meeting this person. Page of Wands, Knight of Wands, and then look at that, the King of Wands. So Two of Cups, soulmate connection. Something is about to come up for you. Ooh, look at this. The Death card and the Temperance. Sagittarius energy and Scorpio energy. Damn. Scorpio moon, Sagittarius moon. Wow. Let this transformation happen. Let this transformation happen. It's going to bring immense healing for you. And I feel like I want to say this as well. Set your intention on healing this week because you may go through a radical shift this week of healing. Like something or someone who you thought tell me about the devil, someone or something that you thought you weren't going to be able to let go of. Look at that. Justice. Something that okay? Speak, Spirit. Speak for me. Look at that. It's coming out. Cancer energy again. That's this week. I'm telling you. Something that you thought you weren't going to be able to let go of or get over, and it could correlate to the never-ending story from the overall energy of the week. It's like, oh, woe is me. Why is this happening again? I'm in the same story again. Chelsea's written the same story again for the person on my mind. I'm done with this. If you let this energy, what they say, let the energy use you and you use it, I feel like you could go through a radical shift this week in relationships. Because you got the devil, you got the Justice card, getting what you deserve, breaking free, karmic justice. This could be some sort of karmic attachment with the devil and the Justice card here. But you also got the Chariot. The Chariot requires you to use your inner strength here and maybe even outer to get your shit out of somebody's house or to get away from somebody and move the hell forward. Because look what came out, the Ace of Pentacles. You definitely could have a new beginning, a new start that is going to be very grounded and beneficial for you. Six of Swords. More peace, more clarity. Nine of Pentacles, independence and wealth and just expansion in your health as well. And then look at that, 10 of Cups, happily ever after. So I really feel like here with the challenge energy is what it's saying, don't give up hope. You are so close going through some sort of radical transformation in your love life. And it's only going to be up from here, especially with the outcome being the Temperance and the Death card. Something is going to be ending so you can get yourself back in balance. You can heal and you can possibly run into or meet someone new. And even if it's not just a new person, it feels like a new beginning in general with the Ace of Pentacles, like your money goes up. Maybe it's a new financial opportunity because you broke free from someone. It looks good, whatever it is. It looks good for you. Okay. Now let's do for the singles here for the week ahead. What do we have here for the singles? Card that already flipped out, career. Singles, are you too heavily focused on your career or is there some sort of career glow up for you? What's happening here? Let's stop right there. Let's see here. Triangle, singles. All right, singles, you're getting the action you asked for. Triangle. Ooh, a lot of cards coming out. Gossip, twin flame, and travel. Spiritual alignment, effortless, karmic. You got gossip here, neighbors, small talk, grapevine, and travel. Vacation, honeymoon, enjoyment. Anything else here for the singles? Mature woman. This came out last week for the singles. I remember. Socialite, connector, high society. Or in some love reading. Let's see. Beauty queen. No, this came out in the last singles reading I did, because so did this come out. It did. Okay, one more. And family. Okay, I was going to trip out if the other card came out. Family, origin, soul family groups, beauty queen. There's a glow up. There is a glow up in your career. There is a glow up in your social life. Okay, maybe Jupiter is hitting that sector for some of you. There is a glow up in your you. Okay, beauty queen, beauty king, shining on stage, adored. Okay, family, origin, soul family groups. Now, the triangle thing here, to me, it feels like there could just be a lot of people coming towards you. Options, okay? Options doesn't necessarily have to be a bad thing, but I would just say if you're going to be dating, vet them. If you want to be, committed or whatever early on, let that be known. Let's set your intention. But to me, what is highlighting in this is that I'm seeing this woman look like, who do I want to date? Who do I want to go to? Who do I want to go out with this today, right? Ain't nothing wrong with that as long as you keep being honest and open and honest. So you could have choices in love, spiritual growth. Yeah. Learning, expanding the soul. New people could definitely be entering your life, and you get to, I clarified triangle, dating queen. I'm telling you, you're going to have options in love coming up. And money. But we've seen that the whole reading was focused around money and finances glow up. So definitely some sort of glow up energy here. Definitely the triangle is giving, I'm going to have options. But you know why? The spiritual growth here is kind of pointing out that it's not about somebody's just, like I just said, it's not about the physique. It's not about the, okay. Because I had a little, what do you call that? Mascara left over. It's not about somebody's outer appearance glowing up, although definitely there's something that is going to be getting people's attention. I'm going to say that. Maybe there's some change in your physical. Maybe you're getting surgery. I don't know. But it's not just about that. It's about the inner. When you have spiritual growth, and I just explained this, how your glow up starts from the inside. So there could be somebody who is recalibrating to the type of people that they attract. And now that you are in the frequency that you need to be in, you're going to have a lot more opportunities in love to come towards you. And don't you consider that a blessing? So many people are so focused on that they're not dating anyone. Nobody is coming towards them. They're not attracting anybody, but nobody ever just really figures out, when they come to me, they don't ask me why. They only ask me when. That's a mic drop moment right there. Okay? That is a mic drop moment right there for me as a tarot reader. Nobody, and people come ask me, when is love? They only ask me when. I don't think anybody has ever asked me why. Why? If time is an illusion and it ain't real, it's just some sort of construct that's here on earth to help us keep in order. If time is an illusion and it's not real, why is everybody's so focused on the when the when can literally be now? It could always be now, and it's always now. Everything is always now. It's really no real future or present. It just feels that way. And everyone's like, when is it going to happen? 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 That's all I ever get is when is it going to happen? But you're not really doing the why hasn't it happened? Why hasn't it happened? Maybe I have Capricorn in my 7th house, and sure, my finances do need to glow up before I get into connection with a partner. That could be the why. And maybe you just need to take your mind off of love for a second and focus on that so you can have your now. You understand? Maybe the why is because you are putting out a frequency of a hurt little child still with abandonment issues, and your spirit guide said, we don't even want you to attract that type of love anymore. So we're just going to keep you alone. Until you work on those abandonment issues, then we're going to bring you all the men, all the women, all the pussy, all the whatever, right? Miss made me think of something. But anyway, I was shopping New Orleans. You'll see all kinds of things. We found some candy the other day. It was like a bag of dicks. But anyways, you can get that thrown at you too. Nobody really asks, why does this keep happening? Or why am I single? Why, you understand? Because once you get to the why, you get to the root. You get to the root of the problem. You can change it. You can heal it. And I'm speaking this because this spread looks like somebody who got to their why. Right? And usually the why just aligns you to yourself. And when you're focused on yourself and healing yourself and you're not worried about anybody else, that's usually when somebody comes in. Right? I mean, you can say that till you're blue in the face, but nobody will ever really receive that until they're ready to receive that. But that's the truth. That's the truth. I'm lonely. I want somebody to do my life with. I want somebody to share my life with, and I don't have anybody. But let's figure out why is that, right? Let's figure out why that is happening or why that still is, You can get to a lot there. All right, let's see here for singles. What is the theme here for you? Let's see what this was that was about to come out. The Hermit. All right, show us energy here for singles for the week ahead. It definitely feels like some sort of glow up energy. Look at that. Boom. Glow up. 9 of Pentacles, 10 of Cups. 9 of Pentacles, 10 of Cups. 9 of Pentacles is the overall energy of the week. So that's the card that came out initially. Literally tending to your own garden, minding your own business, manicuring your own lawn, okay? And it leads you to some sort of relationship, some sort of happiness. The 9 of Pentacles is the energy of, I'm going to say this, financial glow up for sure. I keep seeing that for somebody, financial glow up. But also beauty queen, glow up, dating queen, but it's the inner, right? 10 of Cups is also not just a relationship, it's spiritual alignment. It's spiritual alignment. You spiritually align yourself to the thing that you want by being in that frequency before you receive it. Boom. That's it. So you get into a relationship, and you're wanting to get into a relationship. This woman right here is so immersed in spoiling herself and taking care of herself, because that's what she wants from somebody else. I don't know. And boom, it comes through, right? So it's very spiritual here for you singles here this week. There seems to be some sort of glow up energy, and it comes from the internal, and it's creating some sort of spiritual growth. And with the money, the dating queen, the options, the beauty queen, it feels like it touches all of you. All of you is expanding and growing in abundance. I mean, that was the overall energy of the week. Abundance. It's not just wealth. It is being limitless. So that's very beautiful. Anything else here for singles? Need to look out for the Hierophant. Make sure nobody is in a relationship before you date them or whatever. Hierophant coming out, commitment issues, things like that. And maybe even doing things a little differently. I don't know what that looks like for you, but that might be something that you need to think about. 7 of Cups, feelings, emotions, desires, and choices. You're going to have a lot of choices to choose from. Decide what you want now, so it comes to you clearly. Outcome here or in the near future, we're seeing the Justice, getting what you deserve. Singles, finally about to get what you deserve. Look at this, 10 of Swords in reverse. So some of you have really been through it, been through the trenches, been betrayed, been the option, all of that. You're about to get a relationship that is coming through for you that is going to be quite beautiful. I mean, besides the money coming in, the singles reading literally was the best reading, and the people on the mind, that wasn't even a terrible reading. It was repetitive in the fact that people who are listening to the people on your mind or whatever, it was repetitive in the fact that I keep telling you need to let something go. But it did have a little optimism there at the end, saying that there's something coming in for you. Okay, so that's beautiful. Let's take a look here. This is for the Aries closing message. Thank you so much, Holy Spirit. What does Aries need to see for the week ahead? You got eternity. Pink, and it's pink. I feel like that is representative of all the love energy here. Eternity. Gently move your awareness from the external world to the world of light within your heart. Allow each breath to heal you as you drift into a place beyond time. Eternity exists within you, forever sparkling like a diamond. You are in essence a shining star, forever transforming to ever greater light. All right. Oh, My child just hit my head. Oh my goodness. So hard to disconnect when they're away, but then you need the break. Okay, anyways, you guys have a great week. Bye.